Imagine if a movie star as big as Tom Cruise had washed your car before. Well, it's very possible, because there's some celebrities who had surprisingly regular jobs before they became big. In this video, we'll be looking at celebrities who had unexpected first jobs.
You're not the guy that asked for the tea, are you?
Be sure to like this video and hit subscribe and ring the notification bell so that you don't miss a thing.
No, you didn't get me. It's an electric drill. You get me, you kill me.
Number 1. Rachel McAdams. Long before hits like Notebook and Mean Girls, Rachel McAdams used to work at McDonald's. Would you believe it? Even though the job wasn't as glamorous as the Hollywood job she has now, she has said several times that McDonald's was a great place to work. Regardless of whether she enjoyed working there or not, she has always had positive reviews based on her work ethic. Although she admitted to breaking the orange juice machine one time. She also said if she didn't make it as an actress, she would have started her own restaurant. Number 2. Jennifer Aniston. You remember Rachel Green from the hit comedy series Friends? Well, she wasn't always the beautiful Ralph Lauren employee she played in the sitcom. At age 19, she was riding through the streets of New York City, making sure she delivered packages to customers. Back then, there were no delivery drones, so it was up to people like Jenny to get them to you. Imagine all the swerving and screaming she had to do to make those deliveries. She said in an interview that she was actually terrible at the job.
They thought that would be great because I'm like 17 and ride a bike and that would be fun, and it's just not.
Glad she made it to the big screen. Number 3. Channing Tatum. After he dropped out of college, Channing Tatum decided he would take up a career as a roofer. After trying his hands on some other odd jobs, of course. When that wasn't going so well, he decided to delve into stripping, and he was a very good stripper. He then managed to get some modeling gigs, which eventually led him to acting. Tatum never shied away from his past work, as he's fond of recalling his stripper days during interviews. In one interview, he claimed that he doesn't miss being a stripper as it wasn't the kind of job he wanted to do. But the bills have to be paid, right?
I need more money.
Number 4. Whoopi Goldberg. Brace yourself. Whoopi Goldberg, who gained a lot of fame for her role in Sister Act, used to be a phone sex operator. She admitted that even though it wasn't her kind of job, she had to do it because the money was good. At the time, she was an up-and-coming actress and those big Hollywood checks hadn't started coming in yet. One way or another, she had to pay the bills. She jokingly said in an interview that she would never be able to do that job again, mainly because everyone would recognize her voice. Number 5. Johnny Depp. Good old Jack Sparrow has done it all, from working as a telemarketer to pumping up at the gas station. Long before Hollywood success, Depp had done the oddest of odd jobs. He's even worked as a pen salesman. He had a unique touch to his pen salesman approach, though.
Yeah, we sold ink pens with their business name and everything.
That was the one.
You do there's a whole rap to it.
He convinced potential buyers to make their purchases over the phone. While on the phone with his customers, he had to use a fake name, a fake voice, and promise them all sorts of goodies if they bought a specific type of pen.
The goddamn pen is blue!
Guess all the fakeness was how he started developing his acting skills. And you have to admit, Johnny Depp is one of the greatest actors of all time. Number 6. Chase Crawford. The now popular Chase Crawford previously modeled for Abercrombie & Fitch as well as Hollister while he was in high school. He gained admission into Pepperdine University but spent only a few semesters there. He left with hopes of making it big in Hollywood. The road wasn't easy though, as he had to do some odd jobs to take care of everyday bills. One such job was working as a car valet, but just like his previous jobs, that didn't last long. It didn't take long for Crawford to land a role on CW's Gossip Girl. He played the role of Nate Archibald, and the rest is history. If you have the time, you can go through the internet and you'll still find some of his modeling pictures for Abercrombie & Fitch. Number 7. Taylor Swift. If Taylor Swift looks back to the past before she became a superstar singer she is now, she'd probably laugh out loud. She's no different from the other celebrities mentioned in this video, as her past job was anything but glamorous. While growing up with her family on their Christmas tree farm, Taylor was a vital part in the maintenance of the farm. Her job was to keep praying mantis pods off the trees. Who would have thought? She confessed to this during an interview with Esquire in 2014. She said it was important to get rid of the mantis pods so they wouldn't hatch in people's homes after they had bought them. Think about how disastrous that would have been for the family business. She said she was given that job because she wasn't big enough to lift the trees. All the same, she did a great job, as there were hardly any customer complaints about a mantis infestation in their homes. Number 8. Harry Styles. Before Harry Styles started making lots of dough from his TV roles, he literally used to make dough while he worked in a bakery. His past employers have only good things to say about him. According to one of them, he was very polite, hardworking, and dedicated to the job. They also claim Harry was loved by all their customers, especially the girls. The shop used to have a heavy influx of ladies while Harry was working there. Sometimes 10 to 20 girls would troop in all at once just to see Harry. Guess good looks do sell. Number 9. Megan Fox. As beautiful as Megan Fox is, you'd never believe that there was a time she had to cover up her looks just to earn a living. We've seen Fox appear on so many magazine covers, movie posters, and even in music videos. All this came long after she worked at a smoothie shop. During an appearance on the Ellen DeGeneres show, she told the world she used to work at a small smoothie shop in Florida.
I worked at a little smoothie shop in Florida.
She said she spent most of her time there behind the register, but she was required to perform another task at least once a week. This task was to dress up as a piece of fruit and stand outside in a bid to attract more customers in. Guess what fruit she was? A banana. A very huge banana. Number 10. Hugh Jackman. If you've seen any Hugh Jackman movies, especially X-Men, then you have to admit that he has a great body. His admirable physique didn't come by accident, as he was very enthusiastic about physical fitness. He put in a lot of work to get the shape that he has. But what many people don't know is he doesn't just train himself, he trains others too. Yes, Hugh Jackman used to work as a physical education teacher at Uppingham School in England. He had lots of boys under his tutelage, and he made sure they stayed fit. Coincidentally, Jackman ran into one of his former students at the Zurich Film Festival. The student's name was Rollo Ross, who had gone on to become a reporter. Rollo wanted to interview Jackman, but he was cut off in between his very first question. Jackman said, "Rollo, I'm sorry, mate, but we go way back. I used to teach you at a high school in PE, and I want to know how your physical education is progressing. It's very important to me."
I'm sorry, man. We go way back. I used to teach you at a high school in PE, and I want to know how your physical education is progressing.
As you can imagine, Rollo was shocked that Jackman actually recognized him after so many years. Guess Rollo was one of his best, or maybe worst, students back in the day. Number 11. Madonna. Maybe at some point in her life, the lady we all know as Madonna never believed she'd earned the title Queen of Pop. Long before she became the Material Girl, Madonna worked at Dunkin' Donuts in New York. Like many celebrities, she dropped out of college to chase her dream of becoming one of the world's biggest musical stars. While she pursued her musical ambitions, she took the job at the fast food establishment. Unfortunately, or fortunately, she didn't spend up to a day at the job. She accidentally squirted jelly filling all over a customer, and her employer didn't waste any time getting rid of her. She worked other fast food waitressing jobs before she had her golden opportunity in New York's punk rock scene. Number 12. Patrick Dempsey. World-famous Patrick Dempsey always worked as an entertainer, but the form of entertainment was a lot different from what he's doing now. Before Grey's Anatomy changed the game for him, he used to be a clown. He entertained kids with his juggling skills at birthday parties from the young age of 15. There you have it, guys. Celebrities who had unexpected first jobs. So what do you think? Whose story got you the most? Was it Jennifer Aniston weaving through traffic during deliveries, or Madonna getting fired on her first day? Let us have your thoughts via the comment section. And if you enjoyed this video, then kindly hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated with more awesome videos like this. See you next time!